Yeah, hi. Hi, everybody. It's nice to see you all. We have so many lovely daily coffees. Also, I'm trying it without the pop filter, so maybe that might be a mistake. I don't know if there's a difference in sound, but yeah. Yeah. What's up, Project Apollo? It's a cool name. I like it. Oddly enough, we have some sci-fi stories here that we're going to read this morning. Just a couple. And the short story one. You can hear the difference a bit in a good way, Sue? I hope so. Hi, and Cat's here too. Oh. Thank you, Cat. But yeah, what's up, Stilly? And Cat? And now Apollo. He, you, me. Annie. Hi, Foxy. And Sue. Whoa. It's nice to see you all. Let's take a big sip together. All of us. Everyone that's redeemed daily coffee. 1, 2, 3. Yum. It's the perfect temperature. Absolutely love it. Also, Apollo, fun fact, this is a pre-made model from Etsy. It's very well done, especially for the price. But we will, our precious Yumi Bun here, will be making me my very own model. Hee. It's gonna be a cooler version of this. You on vacation? You leave in 2 hours and none of me wants to pack. I feel you. I'm very blessed whenever it comes to vacations because Eggy kind of takes care of all that. Ooh, I'm so sorry. Maybe that's the benefit of the pop filter. When I laugh into the mic, you're not gonna get a burst of. We'll remember that for next time. We'll keep it as is today. I'm so sorry, but I generally don't care what I wear. So like, it's just as long as I have some metal t-shirts and some like ripped pants, I'm usually pretty good. And all my little accessories. I have one of my favorite bracelets is one of my dear friend's teeth, and but it's like one of those really cute charm bracelets. Whenever I go out, I wear it everywhere I go. I always have my little choker given to me by my meows. Just never take it off, only when I shower. And this old wristband that I had since I was like, I don't know, in my 20s. It's ripped, but it was really cool because it has a zipper on it, and it's where I would like store guitar picks. And now it won't store anything because it's ripped, but it was always great because, like, you know, sometimes you'll be out and about and you'll see somebody busking or somebody just that has a guitar, or you go to like a little party and it's like, yeah, okay, I'm not going to associate with anyone. I'll drink, but I'm going to sit here and play your guitar. And I came prepared with any type of pick that I would need for whatever my fingers feel like that day. I generally stick with like a millimeter thick, and I like those millimeter thick picks. I think these are 1.5. Let me see. Yeah, they are 1.5. There are any Ball Prodigy picks. The ones that are the Jazz 3. That's my favorite for guitar. And then like the regular style picks for bass. They're great. I love them. I don't think there's any better pick. For the longest time, I was a Jazz 3 boy. The Dunlap picks. But we're not going to rant about picks. We don't need to start the stream out with that, right? Did I just say a tooth necklace? No, as the lady says, a teeth bracelet. You still envious of the tooth? Listen, I got both wisdom teeth. And speak of the devil, Isla. Yeah. You got a little paragraph. I thought you said photograph. I was like, oh no. I don't know if I'll welcome that. Still trying to convince my husband to give me blood jewelry. Listen, that would be so cool. Sue, give me blood jewelry. I'm sure that, like, there's like a... Oh, how do you mean, Stilly? How do you mean? It's so fucking cool. I want someone to love me enough to give me tooth jewelry. Agreed. It's... I love it. It's very sweet. It's one of the most thoughtful things. I wanted to do something in return, and we've worked it out. I have really long thumbnails because I like having long nails. But like, I just think I have beautiful nails, and they look great painted, especially when they're shaped up and long. But like with weights and stuff, they'll dig into my palm, so I can't do it. But the thumbs, they don't seem to be, hindered by it. So I've been growing them out. I need to get some silver and gold paint and some black as well. I have a really nice idea. I also need to get a nail file so I can kind of like shape them up a little bit better. Because they don't look great unpainted. It just kind of looks like, what the hell are you doing? But I know whenever I get them painted and shaped up, it's going to come together. The problem is you don't know what you want to wear. I'm going for 5 days, and it's supposed to storm the whole time. Oof. You know what? Just a bunch of t-shirts and jeans. That's all a person needs. What's up, FemCorps? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good morning. Okay, let me I'm just gonna blind read this, so please don't maybe regret this, but let's go. I was laying in bed last night, and I felt like I should clarify something. I might have been too careless with the last raid recommendation. I think I remembered you mentioning that you wanted to raid into a similar vibe of ASMR streamers. So, just to clarify, the streamer does make some Nova jokes. I don't think she's 18 plus though. Kinda wishy-washy. I think she generally does stream at your times, so if you ever become more liberal with your 90% say-so for raids, it might be an option. Fair enough. I'm touched that you felt compelled to write it, that it means that much to you, Annie. That's actually very sweet. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't necessarily... Just when I saw the layout yesterday with like the whole gel thing, I was like, oh no, maybe not today. Maybe not today. But nah, it's they seem like a lovely person, and I very much enjoyed the little bit that I got to see. Like, just as me, yeah, it was great. But for the vibes, thank you though, buddy. That's very sweet of you. I'm just drinking some coffee. Nice, me too. I literally have it resting on my knee. Let me go ahead and take a sip so I can set it back down. I painted my nails before I paint them like blue eye paint. Blue eye paint. Then maroon and black many times. I mainly stick with black. I think when I was back at the shop, I once did the Tengen, the Demon Slayer guy with the 3 wives. I did his colors on my nails, and yeah, actually, I like them, but I tend to stick mainly to black. I really like how black looks, especially like I only do 1 layer. I like how they look when they get chipped, because there's something, I think it's just like being a huge fan of like finished metal, and I guess everybody paints their nails, right? But just, yeah, seeing, like, playing guitar with chipped black nails, not like too chipped, but there's just something about it that just, I love it. It's great, and I love being that person. I always think like black's the best color on me, pretty much with anything. My favorite like dress up thing to wear, I don't often get dressed up, but I will for very special people or special events. But I have this very like, it's not quite tight fitting, maybe like form fitting, athletic dress shirt. It's very, very nice. I have this very, very cool, thick, kind of short necklace that Sue had got me. That's like Thor's hammer. It looks great with it and with the outfit and the choke and everything. And then just like some, I don't like tight pants, but I don't like very, very baggy. So like just like some nice, somewhat roomy, ripped, black gray jeans, and a pair of brown steel-toed boots, all my little accessories, all my little piercings, and yeah, it's my favorite dress-up outfit, because I still very, very much get off like a metal vibe. I hope, I'm confident I do, but yeah, like you gotta fold it up, fold up the sleeves, pushing past the forearm, all that fun stuff. Kind of unbutton the shirt a little bit, let some of your chest show. Oh. Black is your favorite color, or maroon? The one that I've been doing recently is like where blood like will start to turn purple, but where it's still like you can see through and see the red hue to it. That's what I've been painting recently. Darn that character, I like him. Who do you like, Gisela? I bought effervescent tablets today that hydrate more. Hey, good. I was telling, I think it was Isla yesterday, to like, maybe if you can get it ordered and shipped to you soon, if it's going to be hot, like there's some like affordable electrolyte powder that you can mix into water. You just shake it up. I highly recommend that, especially for the situation that you guys are in. I just felt a bit guilty last night while tossing and turning, and I thought it was a bit too careless. Oh, no. It's okay, buddy. It's okay, Annie. And I accept your apology, and you have nothing to worry about. It means a lot that you actually care. So, thank you. Very, very much. Thank you. And we're okay. Nothing's threatened or lost, I promise you. That looks gorgeous, Tofu. What, my outfit that I wear for you occasionally? Sorry for the serious theme. No worries, buddy. Big chest? Nah, I don't have a big chest. I'm not like a very big guy. I'm like, as I will consistently say, looks wise and everything else, very average. Just an average guy with a mainly mildly above average voice and guitar skills. Ooh, guitar skills. Yeah, I'm like, I don't excel at anything, but I'm okay at a few things. I'm a little bit better than okay at a few things. That's it. There's nothing wrong with being short, man. Not at all. Not at all. Also, I can't wait because they're doing another Demon Slayer movie, and I can't wait to watch it. FemCorps, listen, I hate how Demon Slayer's cool. It's nice. I feel like they messed everything up, though. The popularity of that movie really seems to, at least in the US, have kickstarted off every popular anime going to that format and going to the theaters, which is cool. It's nice to watch. I don't mind that. Where I have a problem, what irks me is, I think because of the success of that, how they're doing Chainsaw Man. I think the rest of it's just going to be, I think, 3 movies or something, if I remember right. Or I think they're doing that too with Demon Slayer. I don't want to go to a movie theater to watch my anime. The joy of it is watching it at home and watching it leisurely, not having to sit down and binge it if you don't want to. You know what I mean? It seems like quite a bit. I just hope it doesn't become a thing where you're going to get half of the series on Crunchyroll or wherever you watch it, and then the other half in theaters. That's the worst cash grab, and that's not how I want to spend my time. And otherwise, you're going to have to wait for it to be released, and that's just going to suck. I don't like that. But yeah, I'm excited to see Demon Slayer wrap up. Also, not sure, but one of the cosplays, I think one that I've toyed with. I don't think it's planned, but Tengen and his wives. Definitely, I definitely got to keep working out. Definitely hit the shoulders. That boy has some big old shoulders. But might be in time cosplaying that with my girls, and I think it'll be really fun. At least you're average, you're shorty. Average is good. Yeah, average is average. I can live with it. Listen, I've had like a random amount of years to accept that. Yeah, I'm mid, but some people really love mid, and that's makes me a fortunate man. It makes me above average, that I can be loved by. Yeah. Rehydrate sports tablets. They have magnesium, potassium, and calcium. Nice. Yes, that's what you need to me. Are they messing up Chainsaw Man? I think if I recall, Annie, that they are making them theater releases only, which irks me to no end. What's up, Candace? Nyahoy. Nyahoy. Welcome in. Just to give you a heads up, kind of the flow of our little ASMR, our little streams here are to chat and read stories and occasionally do some triggers, although they are going to be a little bit harder to do today with we're still doing the same setup from yesterday, guys, because I did not record the audio for the YouTube thing I was talking about, but rest assured we will. I really have to think about how involved I want it to be and how I want the video presentation to look for it. I'm going to be recording like D&D stories and posting them to YouTube. But I have a couple of ideas, but I need to do something that has like a decent enough production, is eye-catching a bit, but also is very low energy on my end. I'm lazy, guys. I'm very lazy. And I spread my time like so not the best way. It's the best way because I get time with people I love and care about, but I just have like random windows of being productive, and during those windows I choose to nap or just rest, and I gotta stop doing that as much. I gotta buckle down. But anyway, I'm sorry. Welcome in, Candace. Well, Demon Slayer was my middle sister's and my brother's favorite anime to watch because they really loved watching with us when they were little. I like that. It was Aggie's favorite. I think that's like the main one that really like pushed her into watching anime pretty obsessively. It's a good one. She watched it without me initially, and I didn't get it until I hated it because one night I was resting on her. We were out in the living room in her old apartment. And I was like my legs hanging off the edge of the couch, and just resting in her lap. And Zenitsu was yelling about something, and like she had the volume nice and turned down, all of that stuff. And then I hear this yelling, and I just pop awake, and I am I'm livid. I'm angry. Ugh. I was like, what the hell are you watching? She's like, Demon Slayer? It's like, turn it down, please. And then I just went right back to sleep. And I hated it based off of that. And then I watched it and I was like, okay, you know what? This is actually really good. I was just, it's kind of being an ass, I guess. To me, you're way above average, but that's my thoughts. Listen, so if someone's going to think that, I want it to be you. So yeah. Really feel bad, but yeah. Only ate like chicken nuggets. That sounds good. Then I had a coffee because I did not sleep right, and I needed it in my system. It's so weird. Like, I've finally been getting, I think, pretty good sleep. It's been taking me a while to actually get to sleep, but the sleep I've been having has been like, long and pretty consistent. Not waking up as much. But I still feel so drained. I still feel so drained when I wake up. I think it's like, I wonder if I'm not giving my body enough time to to rest, because like the exercise flow in the morning has been like doing like 1 to 200 of the reps of the 10 and 2 with the mace bell, and then about 50 to 100 of the 360s. Then just about like, I have no leg strength. My legs are very silly. So like 20 of the squats with it. And then about like anywhere between like 40 to 50 kettlebell swings. And then like maybe some push-ups some days. But just like kind of doing a bunch of different exercises, doing the full body throughout the day. And I think it's just maybe doing it every day is not the smartest option. But also I know if I don't do it every day, then I'm going to go back to not doing anything. I have to do something every day. Otherwise, if it's not a routine, if it's not part of my daily thing, then I'm going to drop it. And I hate it because like I need the recovery. I need the recovery. But also, yeah. Let's see. Well, just like you, hey, you broke one of your bed springs. I'm not going to inquire about that stuff I don't, because I don't know. That sounds, ooh. Yeah, me too. Because, like, I remember watching Demon Slayer with my siblings when they were so little. I had to take care of them. It was the time when my brother was still a baby, and I had to take care of him as well when he was born, because I remember he had to do surgery on his heart because his heart was so little. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Along with the having complications as a baby. Yay. And small child. Yay. But, yeah, I'm sure he'll grow up and be fine. There's like, not that you grow out of medical issues, but at least in my experience, it's everything's gotten better, and I live a very, very normal life. It's great. I sleep around 9 hours on average. Hey, that's nice. I need to start doing that. You need rest for your brain. You have something in your thoughts at all times, so it's just a full-on rest day to work would be amazing. Even on the days that I do give myself to rest, I don't know. I always feel bad because like, I'll try not to think about work or, certain things, but it doesn't really work out that way. Like there's always going to be something on my mind. So I end up just feeling like I'm not being productive at all. And yeah, I'm worse off for rest, like having rest days sometimes. I don't know. It makes sense in theory, though. Everyday habits are the strongest, you right? Yeah. And like everything that I'm doing now, like, is pretty lightweight. So I think that's helping too. The way I'm trying to think of it is like, when I started welding, right? I had worked at a pizza shop before. I did demolition. Wait, no, was that? I don't remember. I get my timeline so messed up. But point being, I wasn't used to doing the physical stuff that was required. If I was doing demolition, then it was like a different kind of thing, I guess, in a way. And yeah. So I just remember being very sore for seemingly a month or two. And then eventually my body just adjusted to it. And so I'm trying to think of it like that. Just like, even though I'm tired and sometimes sore, usually not too sore, just like, yeah. It seems like when I exercise though, like any stiffness or soreness I had kind of goes away for a bit, which is cool. But yeah, just treating it like that, where it's like, eventually my body's going to adjust. Just make sure I get enough nutrition, make sure I, get enough protein and carbs and all that stuff. It seems to be working. So I can, I could be happy about that, I guess. Usually get excited about 6 hours of sleep. Man, there was like sometime last week where I realized how little sleep I was getting. Like I woke up at, I think it was 2:30, feeling wide awake, feeling fine. And ended up taking a nap later in the day. I was talking to Aggie. I was like, I don't know why I feel like I need to nap so much. She's like, you only got 4 hours of sleep. I was like, oh, no, that's not right. I'm like, but well, no, actually, yeah, it is. I just, felt like I was so much more well rested than I was. But it's getting better now. I go through periods of like little sleep and insomnia, but yeah, it's fine. It's been better for you as well. You're not really allergic to dogs or cats anymore? I still am. I used to have, and still do have allergies. Something I did notice though with Eggy's cats, if I have enough time around an animal, then I'll just like eventually adjust to, I guess, what makes me allergic to them. I think that's normal. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely feel with being allergic to animals. I'm allergic to smoke or powder or pollen. Fair, same. And I smoked for a long time. Not doing it anymore though. Not doing it anymore. When I chat with people on Twitch, I feel like I'm the weird one. No one sleeps the recommended 7 to 8 hours. Listen, I try to. It's important, and good on you for actually doing it. I manage sometimes. And there's like days, like occasionally, rarely, where I'll just like literally sleep all day. I guess to make up for it at some point. Let me have some more coffee. Yum. So how you doing? Because I don't know. You want your praise? Oh, whoa, okay. So how you doing? Because I don't know. You are doing the best. Oh, the absolute best. You're doing so good at whatever it is you have going on. And you're making all of us so incredibly proud. And yeah, you're a wonderful, wonderful viewer, wonderful redeemer. I think that's going to be a common thing that I say now. And yeah, you are very loved, very loved, very liked. How about that? Very liked. You're enjoyed around these parts, I guess. It almost feels like Nara with on what is now the gaming channel. I used to do and still occasionally, very rarely, do something called Host Club, but they would like just come in to redeem the kisses and then just leave and rack up points and come back and be like, ooh, give me them kisses. I'm just picking with you though. Do you end up exhausted the same? Yeah, I want a nap after this morning. I want to take a big old nap. I think we're going to read some stories though. We're back to the short ones, so that's great. And they're all I got 3 opened up. They're pretty cool, pretty short, which I think is wonderful. I like reading the long ones, but yeah, I'm very much it's very humid in the air today. And yeah, it's warm and stuffy and hard to breathe in this room. I don't like it, so it's good that the stories are short. Did you praise already by chance? I did. And you didn't even hear it. Okay. This one is titled, I Am Immortal, and the Universe Has Ended. I am immortal. The universe has ended an unthinkable span ago. The last piece of my humanity is her. Somehow, before the final stars went cold, we found each other. Maybe it was chance. Maybe it was fate. Maybe we're the last 2 beings to ever fill together. We've clung to each other for so long that the flesh between us wore away. My palm bones were welded to her shoulder blade, not by heat. Heat has long since become an idea, but by time. and the minimal pressure my muscles can produce after not eating or drinking for longer than infinity. For the first 3,000 years, we used all our strength just to hold on. If we drift apart, that would have been it. We would have been alone for the rest of time. I don't know her name. I don't know what her voice sounds like. I don't know the color of her eyes, and she does not know mine. There's nothing left in this universe but silence and motion. No scent, no sound, not much light, not really. Just the faintest outline of her body against the dark. I know her by shape, by weight, by the way her hair floats, brushing my face every few thousand years. I think her silhouette is beautiful. I know she thinks the same of mine. Over time, long after time stopped mattering, we made a way to speak, a simple language built from breath and motion. When my head rests on her chest, I cannot. When her rests on mine, she can too. The only way to talk is by pressing the top of your head beneath the other's chin. It's intimate. It's awkward. It's all we have. Sometimes I wonder if we're even people anymore. Maybe we're atoms. Maybe we've dissolved into thought held together by some gravitational phenomena. I think we have mass, maybe enough to trap dust. Maybe debris orbits us like moons we've never seen. Or maybe we are still people. I have felt her sneeze once a very, very long time ago. Does that mean that there is still bacteria thriving in our bodies? I remember when the idea of more than two people was a given, the phrase, life finds a way, was common. I wonder, what happens when the last bits of energy dissipate? Will the universe collapse inward, pulling the very last molecules of iron-56 and helium-4 into a single one-dimensional point? Will that compression create a medium dense enough for sound to travel, for light to bend? Will I see her finally? Will I hear her voice? Will she know my eyes? Nobody deserves it more. You have fun. You have fun, Stilly, on your vacation. I hope you enjoy it. I can't know what she's feeling. I can't know what she's thinking. But I can hope that she is happy. I can hope she isn't scared. I know she is, and I am too. The one thing I know for sure is that she wants all of those things to be true for me. If I do, I'll tell her everything. That I love her. That she's the only thing that makes this cruel punishment of an existence bearable. Or maybe she has something more important to say. Something she's been holding on to for eons. Something that our breaths and rubs can't articulate. I won't value my word over hers. Or maybe it won't even get that far. Maybe it'll happen all at once and the best we'll manage is a smile. It would be our first and last, and it would be the best moment of our lives. I hope the collapsing debris burns hot enough to vaporize the carbon and calcium in our bodies. I hope it's fast. I hope it hurts me more than it hurts her. I hope our bodies are turned into plasma at the exact same millisecond. I hope it's enough to start a new universe. I hope it frees us. I hope it ends. I liked it. Nothing profound, but very nice. This one's titled, Count the Stars. On a moonless night, standing on the cliff where we used to sit, I counted the stars. They say the naked eye can see 2,500. Some cultures believe stars are souls watching over us, reminders of those we have lost, mine included. Her eyes, they shone like stars. They were stars, distant, radiant, impossible to forget. I did not fall for her smile or her voice. I fell for her stars. She was unlike any other. She moved through the world as if she had been elsewhere before, somewhere softer, kinder. An angel reborn into the fell body of a woman who laughed like she had never known pain and loved like she knew she would run out of time. I had never seen her cry before. The first time I did was also the last. I never asked why she wept. I assumed it was a moment. Our moment on the cliff. I should have asked. We spent 8 hours on the cliff. We watched the sunset. I watched the sunrise. A full cycle surrounded by darkness. Our love was a lantern. It led us through the night. At some point, she leaned against me, slower than usual, like gravity had grown heavier just for her. I wrapped my arm around her shoulders. The scent of her perfume and sea salt lingered in the air. The sound of her lips opening filled my ears. "Do you think the stars will remember us?" she whispered. I did not know then. I did not answer. Her breath slowed through the hours. We embraced each other. Embraced the night. As the stars faded, so did she. We had walked up the path full of love and happiness. I walked down the path empty, left with the void that she had filled. I turned the key in the ignition and rolled out onto the gravel road. The tires crunched against the stones, louder than they should have been. Too sharp. Too realistic. Every sound was amplified, like the world was reminding me that I was alone. The cold air rushed in through the windows, biting at my skin. I should have closed them. She did not like it when the windows were open, but I could not. I sat, waiting for her to ask me to close them. The words never came. I lay down on my bed and stared at the ceiling. I could see her looking down at me. Her eyes as beautiful as ever, her stars brightening the darkness she left behind. What is life when yours is gone? When the person who has your life is no more? I stayed in bed for 16 hours. Before I knew it, I was back on the cliff. Our cliff. Could feel Audrey next to me. Her perfume still lingered in the air. I looked up to the sky and recounted the stars. 2,501. I thought back to the night before, her question left unanswered. Do you think the stars will remember us? I looked up and saw her. One more star in a sky full of memories. Yes, I think the stars will remember. We walked up that path. Two people full of life and love. I walked the path twice after. Now I lie here where it all began. Count the stars. 2,502. One more soul added to the sky. Oof. Got me right in the fills. I loved it. It was nice. Insane heat waves in Poland. Listen, I think it's, from my understanding, all across Europe. Buddy, And you know what? Maybe this will actually kick most of you guys into being a real first world country. Maybe you'll get the common amenity that every home in the US has, which is air conditioning, which is a human right, I am convinced of. And I think you're beginning to feel that way too. So, yeah. Who needs healthcare if you have AC? Right in the fills, yeah. Mm-hmm. Ay, she says. In Poland, like 4 in every 100 people got AC. Yeah, it's a treat for the elite. And here in America, even your poorest soul has air conditioning. It's a basic right. It's a basic right. And yeah, the very, very light thoughts I had of potentially trying to move over there were immediately crushed whenever I found out that no, air conditioning is not a thing. And I'm not willing to live. I'm not willing to live like that. No way. No way. Not worth it. Well, I mean, it would be worth it, but you know what I mean. Hamstrings hurting, just going to toss the trash out. Make sure you take time to rest properly, especially if you're doing new things that your body's not used to. You don't want to pull something. You don't want to pull something, bud. America, the aircon country? Yeah, it is. It is. And it better be for as hot as it gets. Especially where I'm at. Yeah. Like, we realistically need a better air conditioning. Like, in our place. It works. Like, it keeps it cooler than outside. But still, like, especially where I'm at in this specific part of the house, it's closed off, and yeah, it gets very muggy and warm compared to, like, the living room and stuff. Not great. But part of that is like the light barrier that I've erected, I feel like has messed up the flow of air. But can you put a fan on instead of using the aircon? No. I mean, yes, but like that's what we do when we sleep, but no. Absolutely not. It's not the same at all. It's not even comparable. A fan will just move air. Air conditioning cools air. Different. Spoiled? Yes, very. In so many ways that I'm not gonna get into. But yeah. Spoiled, and I want to stay spoiled. Everyone, you know what? I'm gonna run for president now. Just a world president. Under the platform of everyone deserves air conditioning. That's what I offer. There's not going to be anything political beyond that. Just vote for me, and I'll force your country to install air conditioning in everyone's homes. I'll actually put your tax dollars to good use. You're welcome, society. Thank you, Annie. Thank you. Yes. I'll give very impassioned speeches. I'll learn all about the different kinds of air conditioning units and just rant about them. And how the internal workings, it's going to be great. Such a salesman? No, absolutely not. I would be a very bad salesman. Unless it were guitars. But then I would have to get the knowledge that I possessed back in the day. You know what, Sue? Just want to say, the place where we stayed together, air conditioning, right? Changed your life. It changed your life. It's none of this portable stuff. None of this barely works portable. Yes, Sue, that's why it was comfortable at all times. Or at the very worst, you were cold. Oh. Okay. All right. up. Oh, if I knew the blush button, Anyway, this next story is The Clockmaker's Daughter. Isn't that an interesting title? Mr. Adler ran the clock shop at the edge of town. He was old, slow-moving, and spoke in careful ticks like the gears of his grandfather clocks. People said the only thing he loved more than repairing time was his daughter. Elia, he repaired his daughter? Hey. Elia was quiet, curious, and clever. She had been born with a heart condition that kept her from running or playing like other children, so she stayed in the shop with her father. She knew every chime and tick in the building. Her laughter echoed off brass bells and pendulums. Every evening, when the sun painted gold shadows through the dusty windows, Mr. Adler let her wind the clocks. Let her wind the clocks. She treated each one like a friend. They get lonely when they stop, she once said. She named them too. Brassy, chimey, serpendulate. It was silly, but sweet. Mr. Adler never corrected her. They had a ritual. At exactly 7 p.m., they would sit on the little bench near the bay window and sip weak chamomile tea. Elia would ask questions like, what happens when a clock tells the wrong time for too long? Or, do you think clocks remember who winds them? But one autumn morning, Elia didn't wake up. The town mourned. Mr. Adler closed the shop for a week, maybe 2. No one knew for sure. When he reopened, he was thinner, quieter. His hand shook, but the clocks still ticked. Over the next months, people noticed something strange. The clocks in Mr. Adler's shop never lost time, not by a second. Customers brought in wristwatches and kitchen timers that all returned impossibly precise. Yahoy. What's up, Amy? Some swore the clocks whispered when the shop was quiet. Others claimed the tick of the main grandfather clock sounded like a heartbeat. Mr. Adler never explained. He just smiled when asked and said, time is more obedient when it's loved. One winter night, just before closing, a boy came in with a broken watch. He was young, maybe 8, and reminded Mr. Adler of someone. My sister gave it to me, the boy said. It doesn't tick anymore. Mr. Adler took it gently. Let's see what we can do. He worked silently for nearly an hour, hands trembling but exact. When he was done, he handed the watch back. You should always wind it at sunset, he said, almost like a warning. The boy smiled. Thanks, mister. As the boy turned to leave, the main clock in the center of the shop struck 6. Its deep chime echoed through the room, but something else came with it. A laugh. Light, warm, unmistakable. Elia's laugh. The boy froze. Mr. Adler closed his eyes. I hear her sometimes, he said, when all the clocks are in harmony. The boy looked back. Do you think she's in the clocks? Mr. Adler smiled faintly. No, son. Not in the clocks. He placed a hand over his heart. And here. But the clocks help me remember the sound. That night, long after the shop had closed and the lights were off, the clocks kept ticking. And if someone stood close enough, just as the hour turned, they might have heard it too. A girl's laughter, woven between the ticks and tocks, echoing through time. Not gone, just waiting. Yay! I liked it, kind of. First, I thought it was going to go like in a horror route, which would have been mildly disturbing. It did not. Great. What's up? Yahoy. Welcome in. I'm gonna mute. I gotta sneeze. Oh. Oh. What time is it? I do have a stream a little bit later in about an hour and a half with Isla on the gaming channel, also on her channel. You can shout Isla out. So if you want to catch me there, you can see me there. And we'll be playing we'll be finishing up A Way Out. It should be pretty cool. So if you want to see my gaming content, if you want to hang out with me and watch us game and be silly and be little gremlins and all the fun stuff that entails, you're more than welcome. Please remember that the vibes are a bit different there. This is all about being cozy. Over there is all about being a little unhinged and cringe and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'll be playing with her. So I think we're gonna end. It's just way too stuffy in here. And yeah, I do promise sometime I'll figure out a proper day for it. So far, what's been voted for the celebration stream is a long ASMR and gaming stream. We're ending now. Yeah, I know it's a little early, but I got to do more exercise and I need to eat because it's going to be a long day. So I need to actually like make a big meal because I'm not going to be eating until dinner and I didn't have breakfast. I never have breakfast really, but yeah, I have things I need to do and I will hopefully have enough time before that stream to get some of that done. But yeah, well yeah, no, I didn't see that's part of what's my stomach's gnawing at me. Thank you, Annie. I appreciate your support, bud. Thank you. Yeah, I got this. But yeah, I'll see you guys over there later on. And until next time. Oh, tomorrow it should be a longer stream than today. Sue and I will be here, and we will be chatting with you guys as well as reading stories as we do on Thursdays. So it should be comfy and cozy and a little silly if last time was any indication. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Take care.